Hey LEGO friends, J-Star here, and today I want to show you my aquarium. I built this modular MOC for my black and white LEGO city. As a design inspiration, I kept thinking about bubbles. Of course, it's an aquarium, so you have to have fish, so I did these mosaic fish here on the front sidewalk. And here at the entrance, I tiled it to look like bubbles, hopefully drawing you into the aquarium. The arches above the entrance are meant to resemble the skeleton of a whale. I really like how this entrance turned out with the curved glass and the tusk pieces. And along the facade, I've got these bubble-shaped windows with teasers of what they might find inside. Starfish and goldfish, crabs, and octopuses. I continued the bubble motif up the facade of the building, with the central panel being sort of a sign with that giant octopus. I love that part, the black and white bubbles and then the octopus. And then the pediment of the roof is meant to evoke sea foam and bubbles, and then the very top of the roof is covered in bubbles, 3D bubbles. I love that all these bubble skylights can let in light and air into the aquarium. And the central bubble skylight lines up with the column fish tank that's in the center of the second floor. Creating this roof was no small task. The fact that the bubbles are laid out randomly and they overlap each other meant that it couldn't be just easy girders across. It all had to be fitted puzzle piece until I got it to work perfectly. And all the domes open on little hinges. I think I'm going to do a little scene with a man on top fishing into one of the open domes. You can see underneath how much I had to patchwork this, A, to make it look good, but also to give it strength. Here on the side, you can see this archway that's meant to be the entrance to the second floor. It enters into a glass tunnel, so you're walking under the aquarium, one of everybody's favorite parts in any aquarium. So that's a glass tunnel. Due to space limitations, like with many LEGO buildings, I don't have stairs in this building. You'll have to swim from level to level. Another of my design ideas was the idea that this used to be another building. It wasn't always an aquarium. It wasn't built as an aquarium. The aquarium took over an old building, and so behind this wall of bubble windows, you can see the old windows and the bricks of the original facade of the building. I really like the idea of that, where you see what the past of the building was. And inside on the second floor, well, and also on the first floor under the squid, there are columns, which I believe to be the columns from the front of the original building. On the second floor, there are some panel windows that allow you to see in, and you can see that large round column fish tank in the center with the color changing light, which I think is such a cool focal point. And then on either side, you've got fish tanks with sharks in them and other fish. I really like the look of my schools of fish that I put in these side tanks. Sadly, because the room is so tight, it's very hard to see them. You can see the tank on the left has 2 white sharks in it, and the tank on the right has a gray shark swimming above that tunnel entrance. And there are little mini tanks around the room with the crabs and the hermit crabs, and you can just see those columns there that I imagine used to grace the front of the building. I split the walls of the first floor in half to make it easier to access the interior, so that just snaps on, and then the second floor fits on, and you can see that wireless connector for the lighting. I love how this piece works for modulars to allow the floors to be removed with no tangled wiring. Inside the first floor, the whole room is filled with exhibits. You can see the tubular tanks on the sides, and then the larger tanks on either corner. And then there's a ticket booth where they have the tickets and the maps of the exhibits. And then in the center, there's a seating area with the squid above it, and it's sitting on one of those columns that was originally on the front of the building. The floor in here is also tiled like bubbles. This aquarium on the left, I kind of threw together because I've lost 2 key pieces. I have a manta ray and I have an anglerfish Lego piece that I cannot find anywhere, but hopefully I will one day. Okay, so now it's time to buy your ticket and let you explore the aquarium. And here's where I put the aquarium in my city, right between the art gallery and the grand Lego Emporium. I think the modern facade looks really good between the two more traditional buildings, and of course, underneath that facade, you can catch a glimpse of the previous building. So that's my Aquarium MOC Modular. Now, I did some more in-depth videos of creating it. If you're interested, please leave me a comment. Let me know that you actually want to see the nuts and bolts of these builds. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. From Belleville, I'm J Star saying have a great day and keep creating.